I like your jacket, man.
Shit,
It's a nice
you see
jacket.
my hood, it's fucking wicked bad.
Oh,
Yeah, that looks like a racing jacket. It's got Firestone and all.
oh hell yeah.
Patches and shit on it.
Hell yeah.
Let's put off the brake, see what happens. Is it in park?
There comes your tire. Let me check that out. I want to see how your wheel looks. Hey, at least you got it, dude. At least you recovered the wheel. That's pretty incredible. You don't always get the wheel back. Yeah, at least you got the wheel back, man. Oh, here's a piece. Oh, it's just a piece of the back. Well, hey, man, Matt, nice to meet you.
Thanks, Rose, so
Yeah,
much
no
for
problem.
keeping your word and coming out.
Oh, no problem, man.
To
So,
help me out of this shitstorm.
so you're gonna have to tell me what happened here, dude. Like,
Okay, so again, I met some chick on Facebook, and she's like, "Oh, everything's in well, decent condition." She was like, "At some point, you'll have to like this little." She was like, "There's a control arm or something in the back that's loose," and she was like, "You'll have to get that looked at eventually, but everything else is perfect." I took it for a test drive, just real quick, because you know how test drives are awkward. You don't want to really go far on somebody else's shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I just took it for a quick spin around the block. I felt like some play in the back a little bit, like a little bit of like it would like kind of swerve just a little bit, but nothing that's too crazy, nothing that I felt like unsafe with, you know? So give her the money. It was super cheap. Like I said, I knew I was gonna have to put some work into it. I headed home. I'm about like 2 miles away, and I just feel like I hear like a grinding. And I'm like, oh, that can't be good. Like also when I was driving, I was like, yeah, I know this is something I can't take off the highway right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get about 2 miles away from the house. I'm like, oh, so far she definitely got the engine is like a fucking amazingly strong. So if we can just get it up and going, that's a big thing. So I hear some grinding, and all of a sudden I like feel, you know, like one side dip. I look and my tire shoots in front of me, like it went, it went like a fucking mile away. I was just outside for like 30 minutes searching for it, and finally it like went like landed in some school parking lot. Mind you, it's pouring down raining.
Yeah.
I called AAA. They were like, okay, we'll try to be there in an hour. It was like 4 hours before they called me.
Oh, damn, dude. Well, were you able to like pull over, or were you in a dead stop?
That's why it got towed. Is because
you're just right in the middle.
Driving,
yeah.
I was in the right lane, and it just came like a fucking airplane that was like crashed. It just like dug into the ground, and that was it. It's not like I could, you know, really like turn into a neighborhood. If that was the case, it probably wouldn't have gotten towed and shit.
For sure, yeah, or for sure, yeah, for sure. Well, man, let me jack it up, and then I'm gonna see assess the damage. For sure, you need obviously you need some studs, and probably a new rotor, depending on what you grinded down there. I mean, it's sitting on your rotor right now, so that'll probably have to be replaced as well. But yeah, let me grab my jack, man. It could be worse, dude. At least you got to walk away from it, you know. Well, my friend, you got lucky, bud. You got extremely lucky. Yeah, none of this has been compromised from it. Your rotor had barely been even touched. I mean, it's not, I don't even really feel any scratches on the surface of it on the bottom. Yeah, it looks like that lower control arm, the bottom side of that ball joint is really what rubbed, but again, it didn't even rub it bad. Okay. Yeah, so let me pop that. I want to pop that rotor off and see. So to get those studs out, we'll have to pop that whole like hub basically out to get that heat shield off, so that way I can knock them straight out. But it looks like it'd just be a stud replacement, really. Okay. Yeah, I can get a price on the rotor and shoot it to you, and if it's in the budget, then we can replace that. But okay, so far it's just looking like it's yeah, just the studs. And again, that's what happens, man, when somebody doesn't know what they're doing and they put a freaking tire on.
Just wish it would have fell off in the test drive.
Oh yeah. Oh dude. Oh dude, yeah. Did you give them a call at all, or?
Yeah, of course. I told her, I was like, you know, like, cause she seemed like a, you know, honest chick regularly, you know, and I called her and I was like, hey dude, I was like, I was doing 35 and the fucking wheel flew off. And she was like,
what?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I told you that, you know, that the control arm, you know, might need to be looked at. I was like, yeah, that I can can understand, but the wheel flew off while I was driving. I died.
Right.
Instantly blocked.
Yeah. Oh no, dude.
Yeah. So that's about as much sympathy as she had for me.
Oh no. That's terrible. Well, hopefully she sees the video I post and is like, oh my god, I could have killed somebody. Dude, it freaking poured rain and I like almost ruined my socket set because it got filled with rain.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so I just like in a hurry threw all my crap in here and I actually completely forgot about it until just now.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
He's coming down yesterday.
Dude, yeah, well it would stop and then it would freaking hit and then it would stop. And it did that to me repeatedly. And I had my socket set open behind me, but I had a freaking umbrella up, so I was thinking my umbrella was catching it.
I had no idea, you know, if it was gonna be. I didn't know if it was gonna be 4 hours or another 8 hours. I had no idea, you know.
See, look at that, man. Your rotor didn't even get hit. That's the bottom right there that I was facing. Yeah, your rotor didn't even get compromised in that either. It's just old. All right, I'm gonna give O'Reilly's a call because they're only right up the road and see.
Yeah,
Hey, how's it going, man? I was wanting to see if you had a couple things for me. I'm working on an 05 Ford Explorer, and a customer's wheel fell off. It flew off, and he's just needing some studs. But I wanted to get a stud. Yes, I'm here. Okay, so I wanted to see if you had some parts in stock. All right, so I'm gonna pop your drum brake off, and then I'm gonna pop these out and see if I'm able to just put a new one in without taking the hub off, because if we have to take that hub off, you know, it's gonna be kind of a pain. But all right, let me grab a hammer. Nope, dude, we can't just bang them. Oh, I thought you were fucking. Can't just bang them through. I gotta pull the hub off. Yeah, see what happens?
I see it.
Yeah, so the hub will have to be replaced.
Does it put a price on it?
Yeah, so it'll be about close to $300 for everything.
Gotcha.
I'm sure if you needed a couple days and you talked to them, they wouldn't mind, because I don't live too far from here. I mean, I can keep an eye on it or whatever, but I mean, if you needed to keep it here a couple days until you got the money for it or whatever, that's understandable too, man, because I mean, especially just buying it, I'm sure, you know what I mean, you spent quite a bit of money purchasing it.
Yeah, I want to get it off the side of the road because I've already seen what happens. You think, is there any way we could get it done for like $250 or something like that?
Yeah, let me think.
I do want to get it gone.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't want to do is like say it's $250 and then like do that and then you replace the hub and you're like, oh well, now I just noticed that this, you know what I mean? Get into that
No, yeah, no, it's just the hub, man. But man, it kind of depends. If it's just like if it's just a bitch to get off, dude, then here's the deal. He said he only has $250, and that's including parts and everything. So I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to be doing this job today, because I understand the frustration and the complications of it all. I mean, he just bought a car and everything, but I mean, guys, come on. That's like easily an hour or two's worth of labor. I mean, and he wants me, and I'm going and getting the part. Well, guys, what a treat that was. And no, it was it wasn't the hub assembly, dude. It was just the hub bearing. And wow, a hub bearing for $160. Look, I got a printout of the hub assembly that he would need. It's $403 at O'Reilly, and that's after my discount. I'm gonna notify the customer and see what he wants to do. But hello?
Yeah.
Hey, so all right, there's a little bit of bad news. Here's the deal.
I was thinking like about getting like the car towed to my house or something like that.
Okay, so he's gonna order that hub assembly, and he said he's gonna have his car towed back to his house, which, I mean, that's what he should have done in the first place. I don't know why he was expecting that it would just be fixed right then and there. I mean, especially having a wheel fly off, guys, what the heck?